Choosing your best variety of seeds for 2026. Welcome to Gardening with Ben, and today we're going to talk about choosing your seeds ready for next year. Yes, we're getting towards the end of 2025 and it's now time to start preparing ready for next year's growing season. It won't take long for it to arrive, and we'll be starting to sow our seeds towards the end of March, beginning of April, and as tomatoes and peppers possibly in January. So it's coming round pretty much fast, and this is when I start looking around and seeing what seeds we should be growing and what we are going to grow next year down here at the allotment, because every year I do like to try something new to grow. And my go-to place for my seeds usually is the Range, because they've got the Wilco brand, and the Wilco brand seeds have always done me well. It's a shop that I've always gone to for my seeds, and when Wilco's shut I was devastated, but then thankfully the Range started them up, so I continue to use the Wilco brand. And a good idea for looking for seeds as well is often in seed catalogues, as seed catalogues will have every variety of seed out there, and sometimes it's good to go for the unusual varieties and possibly the new varieties as well, because obviously the new varieties, they've been tried, tested, and sometimes usually a good crop to grow. So have a look around and see what varieties you like to grow. Another place I always go for my seeds is my seed magazines. I get the Grow Your Own magazine and the Kitchen Garden magazine, and sometimes a lot of the seeds in there are things that I'd not usually grow, to be honest, and different wacky wild varieties in there. And sometimes I think, oh, I'll just give it a try, see how it grows, and it does really well. And once I've tried it, then I'll keep going back to that variety if it's a good variety. And that's how I learned to grow purple cauliflower. Yes, purple cauliflower. I tried the white cauliflower, it didn't do very well on my allotment. Tried the purple variety from the seed magazine and it was absolutely fantastic. So yes, I've continued growing that because I was successful, and it's not a packet that I'd have probably bought from the shops myself. So if I'd have not tried it from the seed magazine, I wouldn't have got a good crop. So we often do that, and often it's good to join like Facebook groups, chat to allotment holders and see what they've grown, and if they've grown something really well, it's worth giving it a try. I often talk to my plot neighbour, and I'm going to try a few things that he's growing this year. He's growing gourds on his plot and they look absolutely amazing, and he always does really well with them. So I'm going to give them a try next year and see how well we get on with them. I've never grown them before, but he always has great success with them and gets massive ones on them. So we're going to give that a try. And each year I like to try different varieties of stuff. One year I did loads of different varieties of beans. They were like purple beans, yellow beans, black beans, all different varieties of beans, and that was fun and exciting to try. And one year I did all different varieties of squash, like your Turkish squash, your pumpkins, your spaghetti squash, all different varieties. So it's good to try different varieties down at the allotment. So at this time of year, it's good to get your notepad out, have a look around and see what you want to try, even if you don't like it. Gardening is about experimenting, about trying different things and seeing how well it goes, and you never know, you might actually like it. But the one thing that I'll never grow is celery. Can't stand the stuff, so I'll never actually try it. So never ask me any tips on celery because I know absolutely nothing about it. But it's good to try different varieties, and if anybody's got any great varieties that they've grown, let me know in the comments and I possibly may give it a try and see how well we get on. And my tomatoes this year were absolutely phenomenal. So because they were that good, I've saved some tomatoes. I'm going to take the seeds out of them, save them for next year, and we're going to grow them again next year because they were absolutely amazing. So you get your varieties that you do trust and know well, and you know that they'll produce good, so then you'll try them year after year, and that's how you tend to stick with the same varieties that you grow year on year. So I hope you found useful. Let me know what you're going to be growing in 2026. Make sure you drop us a follow to stay up to date with what we're growing next year down at the plot. Until next time, everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone.